And we begin tonight with the latest in the standoff between Texas Democrats and Republicans over voting bills. Today, State Representative Philip Cortez from San Antonio returned to join his fellow Democrats in our nation's capital.
Cortez was among the initial group which broke quorum, flying to D.C. in an effort to block proposed voting legislation here in Texas. Cortez had returned to Austin recently to resume discussions, but decided to rejoin his colleagues after he says progress had reached a standstill.
In a statement, Cortez said, in part, I stand firm in my resolve to remain with the Democratic caucus until the special session ends and to do whatever it takes to fight for freedom to vote for all Texans. The Democrats who remained in D.C. say they're happy to have Cortez back. A statement from Texas House Democratic Caucus Chair Chris Turner reads, we welcome Representative Phil Cortez, who is a valued member of our caucus, back to Washington, D.C. with open arms. All 57 Democrats breaking quorum are just as firm in our commitment to seeing this through until the end as we were the day we left. You can read the full statements and catch up on the latest on the Texas Legislature's special session right now at ksat.com.
And new tonight, a would-be burglar is in the hospital following a burglary fail at an electric store on the south side. It happened just after 8 tonight on Zapata Street, not far from South Presa Street and I-37. Police say the store owner showed up and fired 2 warning shots. As the suspect ran, police say he jumped off a fence and broke his leg. He was taken to the hospital. Police say he'll be charged with attempted burglary.
$5,000. That's how much one man is willing to pay to keep the memory of his former classmate alive.
That's right. That classmate was 7-year-old Jennifer Sue Delgado, an elementary student who was stabbed to death in 1988 at a West Side laundromat. The man behind this effort says he wants everyone to remember Jennifer's story.
The killer still has not been caught, and people are forgetting about this case, and I wanted to do something more permanent.
42-year-old Christopher Palmer was the classmate of this little 7-year-old girl you see here. Her name, Jennifer Sue Delgado.
A sweet, young, good student. This one particular dress she used to wear, it was red, had all these little flowers on it. To me, that's Jennifer.
Palmer was only 8 when he learned that his Westwood Terrace elementary friend was stabbed to death June 6, 1988. San Antonio police say the man you see sketched here went into a laundromat at the corner of West Rock and West Oak Road, where Jennifer and her mother were washing clothes. A quote from this decades-old case says in part, after becoming angry with the vending machine, the suspect went to Jennifer Delgado and stabbed her once in the abdomen. He then stabbed Jennifer's mother before fleeing. End quote. Her mother survived. Jennifer did not.
I knew I was sad that she was gone, but as an adult, you get older and I guess you think about life is limited, life is precious.
Palmer says as a man and as a father, Jennifer's case has weighed heavily on his heart.
I started to think about Jennifer and thinking of the things that she never had the chance to do.
20 years ago, he gathered several classmates together for a vigil at the location where Jennifer was killed, which is now a credit union. Now he's going a step further, raising money to designate a portion of West Rock as Jennifer Sue Delgado Memorial Way.
I would just hope that it would, touch their hearts to ensure that this little girl is never forgotten.
Palmer says that he is working with District 6 Councilwoman Melissa Haverda to hopefully bring this project to fruition if he can acquire enough funds. Again, Jennifer's case is still unsolved. However, if you have any information that can be useful, you're urged to call SAPD's Cold Case Tip Line at 210-207-7401.
Other top stories today, San Antonio fire crews say a far west side snack shop is going to need some serious repairs after flames ripped through the business's attic this afternoon. Incident happened at the Tropic Express shop off Culebra Road. Fire officials say 3 employees who were inside cooking say they smelled smoke. Shortly after fire crews arrived, firefighters looked into the attic and saw that it was fully engulfed. We're told the roof and kitchen sustained significant damage, but the building is not a total loss.
No arrests to report yet after police say a man was shot in the head on the southwest side overnight. It happened around 4 a.m. Officers say the 35-year-old man was dropped off at the Texas Vista Medical Center with gunshot wounds. Eventually, he was then transported to University Hospital, where he later died. Police believe the shooting happened around Marbach Road and West Military Drive. No word on a suspect.
Police say they're still searching for 2 suspects from a shooting on the southwest side. Police say a man showed up to his ex-girlfriend's apartment, followed by 2 other men. Officers tell us one of those men shot the first man, who was able to leave and call 911 at a Circle K off South General McMullen Drive. He was taken to the hospital. His condition unclear tonight. The ex-girlfriend was taken in for questioning. No word on any charges yet in this case.
Police are blaming street racing for causing a crash that sent 6 people to the hospital overnight. It all went down around 2 a.m. on I-35 near AT&T Center Parkway. Police say 2 cars were racing down Frontage Road, reaching speeds up to 100 miles per hour. That's when officers say a Mustang lost control, slammed into a wall divider, and rear-ended a van and truck. A family of 5 riding in that van were all taken to the hospital. The truck driver was also transported. The driver of the Mustang was not hurt, but police arrested him for suspicion of drunk driving along with his passenger.
And it was a moment his kids will surely never forget. Their father, Army Sergeant Noel Aranda, surprising them following a 9-month deployment.
That's right. That surprise happening today at SeaWorld. And as the night team's John Paul Barajas explains, it's a place that held a special meeting for the family of 5.
Please join me in welcoming home Soldier Noel Aranda.
The SeaWorld Shamu show made a big splash today when Sergeant Noel Aranda surprised his family after 10 months in the Middle East. The kids, 8, 7, and 4, all sprinted into Daddy's arms for a long overdue hug.
Welcome home, sir.
Coming to SeaWorld is an Aranda family tradition and is the last big outing they had before Dad went overseas, making it the perfect place to come together again.
My children and I have created memories here throughout their upbringing. They're familiar with Shamu. I mean, they still get surprised like it's the first time when Shamu jumps out of the water, but they're really familiar with Shamu.
This time, Sergeant Aranda stole the show from Shamu. His kids attached to his hip because their hero made it home.
I miss you. I love you too.
Dad explains one of his toughest missions, keeping the welcome home surprise a secret from his little girl.
My daughter's she's trying to chip away at when I'm coming home. So she'll throw filler questions out there to see how I react. But so she thinks I'm coming home tomorrow.
Mission accomplished, Sergeant. After some well-warranted emotions calmed down and tears of happiness were wiped away.
Oh, it's sand from the Middle East.
Or the sand. The Arandas got to enjoy the show as they've done so many times before, together as a family.
Look, over there. Whoa!
Even then, waves of emotions came roaring back.
Are you okay, baby? Yes.
I don't think any of us are okay, but we're certainly happy. And Sergeant Aranda wanted to extend a huge thank you to SeaWorld for making this welcome back surprise possible and making today a day they'll never forget. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Those just never, ever get old. Thank you for your service, sir, and welcome home. Still warm out there tonight, but a beautiful shot of downtown San Antonio. Skies are clear. Temperatures still in the 80s for a lot of us after a toasty weekend. And as we look ahead to this week, we will be trading rain chances for more summertime sizzle. We'll see more high temperatures like what we saw today in San Antonio, 93. That's still a few degrees below our normal high for this time of year, which is 96. Thankfully, though, even in the week ahead with things staying toasty, we'll be staying away from record high temperatures. Those this time of year are in the triple digits. So we'll talk about temperatures this week. Very, very low rain chances in the week ahead. So a really dry end to what has been a pretty rainy July for us here in South Central Texas. And coming up throughout the hour, we'll also talk about what's going on in the tropics and also get you the latest outlook when it comes to that Saharan dust. Will that be an issue this week? I'll let you know coming up in a bit. Japhanie.
Katie, thank you. Turning to the effort to get San Antonio vaccinated, pop-up clinics across the city aim to make sure any and everyone can get a COVID-19 vaccine, but one in particular is focusing on some of the most vulnerable people in our community. The night team's Jonathan Cotto tells us how one church is helping those experiencing homelessness.
No person left behind has been the Corazon San Antonio Clinic's ongoing mission throughout the pandemic.
You excited?
The clinic's executive director says it's extremely important they continue to ensure those who are homeless are fully protected against the COVID-19 virus.
So within the unhoused population, we want to give them every chance to get vaccinated for free and easy. That's why we're providing it here at Corazon San Antonio at Travis Park Church, and tomorrow at our Corazon Day Center at Grace Lutheran Church.
Ricky Matthews says he attends the clinic regularly, but deciding whether to get the vaccine is something he battled with for the last several months. Today, he says he's made up his mind.
You got all these vets, all these people are homeless, and a lot of people are dying from it. And where I work for the Henry B. I deal with it each and every day, reading the signs and all that. So it opens up my heart.
The Corazon Clinic offering the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccine. The incentive for those who receive their inoculation, a 31-day via bus pass. Anthony Kendall says he feels better now that he's received his shot.
I feel like I can move around the city and be comfortable about it and not worry about collecting the virus.
Roger says he encourages everyone to take advantage of the pop-up clinics and stresses the importance of getting the vaccine.
All the vaccines that we have available work very well to protect us from severe cases, from hospitalization.
The executive director for the Corazon San Antonio Clinic said the turnout was better than what he expected. For a complete listing of the COVID-19 vaccination pop-up clinics, you can head on over to ksat.com. Reporting, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Federal officials are considering changing mask guidance in the face of daily case numbers skyrocketing. The latest in the fight against COVID-19 when the night beat continues.
Mornings, afternoons, KSAT's Stephen Cavazos and Samuel Kane are your traffic authority.
Before your morning commute, expect the latest on GMSA.
If it's affecting how our city moves, I'm covering it at 5 and 6.
KSAT 12, your traffic authority.
Call Ideal Precision Roofing today or visit idealprecisionroofing.com.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries helps you work around that special piece you can't live without. Don't miss Black Friday in July. You can shop and save 10 to 50% on select furniture styles. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
There's space to play, stay, ride, and slide at America's largest indoor water parks. Plan your summer getaway at Kalahari Resorts and Conventions in Round Rock, Texas.
When you drink and drive, your decisions impact everyone. Drunk drivers kill our friends. They kill our loved ones. They kill our family. They kill our children. Don't drink and drive. A message on behalf of Rodriguez Trial Law.
It's your guardian angel. It's your muse. It's your smart-dressed, tech-intense, safety-obsessed superhero, the Hyundai Sonata and Elantra. Hey, it's your journey. Own it. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Elantra or Sonata, or get up to $2,000 in savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
We caught your salmon, Gulf shrimp, and your mahi-mahi.
Thanks, Mike. Shop H-E-B's giant online selection of fresh seafood, now with free curbside. No store does more to bring the best to your door.
When accidents happen, you can count on the Texas Law Guns to answer the call. This dynamic duo has been helping Texas families put their lives back together after serious injury. If you've been injured, call the Texas Law Guns.
Denny and Harrison, welcome to the OfferPad family.
Thanks. Yeah, we're excited. You guys ready? You know we're ready.
You know, at OfferPad, we're fast too. All online, cash offer in 24 hours. But we also like to make sure that each home selling experience feels special, easy, and different. You guys look awesome!
OfferPad really is different. Yeah, awesome different.
Home selling with OfferPad is awesome different. Request your free cash offer today at offerpad.com.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries helps you work around that special piece you can't live without. Don't miss Black Friday in July. You can shop and save 10 to 50% on select furniture styles. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
As cases of coronavirus continue to surge, the White House is considering new guidance on masks.
Meanwhile, the push to get more Americans vaccinated continues, and today word from the Biden administration that the number of daily vaccinations rose to nearly 800,000 in one 24-hour period this weekend.
Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert with the latest.
As cases of coronavirus fueled by the Delta variant continue to surge, the Biden administration is considering a change in the CDC's guidance on masks for the fully vaccinated. Since mid-June, daily cases skyrocketing 314%. The highest case rates are in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Florida. New cases there topping 10,000 a day this week. Walmart announcing 2 of its Florida locations will be closed for enhanced cleaning. Arkansas's governor urging everyone to get the shot. In a tweet saying the Delta variant will not be tamed until more get vaccinated. At Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles, nearly all the COVID patients are unvaccinated, many of them telling doctors they wish they had gotten the shot.
Trust us. You don't want to be in the hospital saying, I regret not getting a vaccine. Just do it.
But a new poll shows 80% of unvaccinated Americans say they probably will not or definitely will not get the vaccine. But vaccinations appear to be picking up. The White House saying about 790,000 shots were administered over a 24-hour period this weekend, possibly the biggest 24-hour period since early July. But even for the vaccinated, there are rising concerns of breakthrough infections. In Provincetown, Massachusetts, an outbreak of at least 430 cases, almost 70% of them involving fully vaccinated people. The Board of Health there holding an emergency meeting on Sunday, city officials voting to re-implement indoor mask mandates. The administration now signaling a booster may be needed for the immunocompromised.
If there's going to be a third boost, which might likely happen, will be among first the vulnerable.
Early data suggests protection from the Pfizer vaccine may wane over time. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Turning to weather now, and it seemed like there's less dust today, but it was still hot.
And even if it's less dust, I'm still sneezing. Like, you should have seen me all day today, Katie. When is it going?
There was a little bit of it lingering today and into tomorrow, a little